Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here with September's monthly celebrations, and we are already in September. It is crazy how fast this year is going. Here I am just showing you the items that I pulled for this layout. I am using primarily things from my August stash kit, which was based off of the Cocoa Vanilla Happiness collection, and at this point when I was putting this together, I really didn't have a whole lot left in that kit, so you see lots of scraps that I'm going to use. And I am going to start here by pulling out some stamps. So I have two different stamps here and some ink and just some white cardstock. And what I'm going to do is create a journaling box as well as some embellishment sort of foundation pieces, I guess you could say, for my layout. And so the first thing I'm going to show you here is I'm going to create my journaling box. And I don't show you all the stamping that I do on camera just because it does get a little bit repetitive, but I do show you the creating of this sort of journaling square, and I do cut these all off camera. So again, to not have to have you sit through all of that. But I do create with this yellow color, and I can't remember what color it was. If you need to know which Stampin' Up! Color it was that I used, if you didn't catch it on the video, just let me know in the descriptions and I will let you know. But basically that's going to be my background color for my journaling spot, and then I'm taking that Scraptastic stamp set, and I believe this little text says Family Matters Most or something along that line, and I'm just gonna stamp that at the bottom of my journaling card. And so some of my journaling will go there for this layout, which I will do off camera later. I have yet to actually do that, but here I'm just going to put this stamp set back, and I do grab one of the little sentiments that says "for the record" that I put at the top of this journaling spot that I'm going to have here. And with that, I will jump over to the Scraptastic kit stamp, and I'm going to stamp some of the larger doilies. Again, like I said, these are going to act sort of as embellishment foundation sort of pieces for my clusters of my embellishments for this layout. And so I'm going to take that blue Stampin' Up! Ink, and I'm just going to stamp a few of these. I do a couple on camera, and then, like I said, I will stamp the rest off camera. And when I come back, you will see that I have fussy cut those, and we will start getting this layout put together. So I do a couple in each of the colors. So I have a pink, a yellow, and a blue. So those are the main colors that I'm going to use for this layout. So that is what you end up seeing when I come back here in a moment. So I really love having the stamp platform for this sort of thing as well, because it definitely helps get good coverage for those stamps. Now, I do apologize. I had some issues with my camera and filming, and somehow I lost the background that I created for this layout. All I had done was just took a stencil and some of my distress inks and just did those triangles with a stencil in the background. I do apologize. I'm not sure what happened to my video for that, but it did get corrupted, and so I couldn't sort of show that, but I created those sort of on a diagonal in my background, and then I have a leftover piece of pattern paper that I put down behind that goes from the top to the bottom of that white cardstock. And then I have my blue wood grain. And now for the other pattern papers that I'm using for this layout, I basically just had this one piece of watercolored sort of pattern paper that was just a whole bunch of scraps. I had used it for other layouts, and so I just had scraps left. So basically all I'm going to do with this piece of paper is just sort of put it and create a photo mat with just bits and pieces of it all around the back of my photo, and so it acts as my mat. And so I just have a good representation of all the watercolored colors all around the background for my photo mat. So I do really like how that came out. But again, this is just using scraps for the most part, especially for my photo. I did decide to put a doily here behind my photo, and now you're going to see me sort of build my embellishment clusters and have this layout come together. So while you kind of sort of watch me fiddle around with all the bits and pieces that I pulled for this layout, I will tell you just a little bit about my celebration. And so for the month of September, I believe it's September 8th, is Grandparents' Day. And so I decided to do a layout about my parents. And so the title for this one is Blessed Beyond Measure, because I truly am. I'm lucky enough that my parents live just down the road from my family and I. And so we are blessed in the fact that my kids get to grow up with their grandparents nearby, and my mom and I get to hang out and go out quite often together. And so we are truly blessed. And so that is what I wanted to document for my monthly celebration this month, because I am definitely blessed and so glad that I have gotten to live this close to my parents after having, getting married and having children and having them be so close by for their grandkids. And so just wanting to document that for this layout today. So I'm kind of just playing around with where my title is going to go. It's a bit longer, so I'm going to put it up there at the top. Now off camera, I have glued everything down, and my finishing touch for this one, I am just going to use these little hearts that I had in my kit, and they are just a puffy little heart. I will have still photos coming up at the end, and please make sure that you check the description box below and that you go through the hop and give some love to all the other ladies participating in this monthly celebrations blog or video hop, I should say. So guys, the still photos are coming up, and with that, I will catch you guys on the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.